right, I got everything cleaned off and I have all of the figures out of their bubble wrap. So first off, I got just a couple of simple Tokyo Revengers Bandai figures. These are pretty common, not too expensive, and I like them a lot. They're not expensive in the States, but I was able to find them even cheaper on Ryukyu's. Obviously, I got both Mikey and Kaz, so let's see what they look like. Alright, so you can obviously display this without his jacket. Here's his body. Get his head in there. Cute. Obviously these Bandai figure bases are very simple, nothing special, but so this is him without his jacket. For their price, I do like these figures, the detail on them. And then I would display him with his jacket. So I'm guessing, do you just kind of, yeah, you just bend it around him. Yeah, nice, I like that. This is what he looks like with it on. That's nice. Nice. I like this, the outfit that they had, like the way that they had the jacket over the shoulders. So I wanted to get that. So that's Mikey. Oh, he's nice too. Oh, and his like, the piece on his sweatshirt is bendy, so it won't get damaged. I like that. So the way he's just standing, for the bits on the base, his feet are too far apart. So you just have to kind of bend them in. All right, so here's Kaz. I like his detailing too. I've always liked his outfit a lot. He's got his Valhalla on. So this is them too. So I was happy to get those. Sorry if it's a little overexposed, but yeah. I guess while we're on the topic of Tokyo Revengers, so I got this figure, this Sega figure. I'm not sure, it looks like it might technically be a Noodle Stopper figure. I can't remember though off the top of my head, but I just thought this design was so cute of him just hugging the pillow. So yeah. Right, don't even have to assemble him. He's already assembled. Oh, that's so cute. His feet are a little bit bendy. And he's got his little pillow. That's cute. It's one of those where like the design isn't like perfectly in line with how he looks in the anime or manga, but I still think it's very cute. And like for those, like usually those are reserved for like the figures that are hundreds of dollars. I don't really care. This one's very cute. He is hugging his little pillow. He would be like nice to set down like right next to manga or right next to like anything really, or on top of manga if you have the room. It's very cute. Love the pillow detail. I will say his jacket is not his like, it doesn't have the team stuff on it, but I wouldn't be facing him forward or backward anyway. He would just be like this. So yeah, he was very cheap too, so I'm happy with this. This is very cute. Then apparently I was very much in a Tokyo Revengers mood. I got the Q Poskets for my two faves. I love Q Poskets. I only have, I think, one Q Posket. Well, now two, if you count this one that I opened earlier. Little cutie, but I really love them. I love their design. So yeah, let's open this up. And these are both, by the way, the A versions. I tend to like A versions a little better than the B versions. Just my own personal preference. I like how the colors are a bit bolder, but also sometimes it depends, but that's in general, that's my personal preference for Q Poskets. I do have an Inumaki Q Posket that is a B version. But that's because I found it out in the wild for very cheap. And I still think it's very nice. Cute! I love him. I love cute poskets. This is what he looks like. Very cute. I mean, exactly how I thought it would look, but I do love them in person. I love like how the eyes kind of have like that shine to I love like for the kinds of figures they are, the details that are put into like the clothes and the hair and stuff, I think are so nice, especially for the price range. I really love these kind of figures. Oh no, I damaged the base. Oh shit, that's a bummer. I mean, at least it's in the back. I'll just put it like, yeah, I'll just put it like that so you can't see it as much. This is Kaz. See what I mean? Like his neck's a little longer, but maybe it's so they could have had the whole tattoo there. Yeah, super cute. Oh, so cute. But you see how I it was already like, there was a little spot here already, but when he flew out of the base, he scratched a little more. That was my bad, but that's okay. It's on the bottom, no biggie. It really doesn't want to focus, but yeah, super cute. My little guys. Oh, I'm so happy with them. If we're gonna stay on cute poskets, because I am trying to expend. So here's the thing. Before I took all of this stuff out of the boxes, I thought I got like a bunch of Bachita standees, and I'm very sad that I didn't even get one. I'm not really sure what happened there. I think when I had been like looking at them and adding them to my order list, at that point I didn't have the funds I wanted to have to buy them, so I temporarily canceled them, and I don't think I ever like went back and bought them. But I am happy I at least got this, and I'll get more of him eventually. I do really like him a lot. Like I said, him and Ryo are both my second favorite characters. They're tied for my second favorite character. But then of course I had to get my favorite, Nagi. So let's open them up. There he is! Him and his little mullet. I love him. There's the back of him. I really wish I got more of him. I mean, I got too much as it is. He's so cute. He's so cute. Aw. Cute. I love whenever he has like this stance, it's perfect. I think they chose like the perfect stance. I love it. There he is. And their little heads. My faves. I can't really show them well this way, but you get the picture. I love their different like foot positions. All of the detail on them is so nice. Yeah, super cute. Yeah, I'm very happy with those. And then I have one more figure. Oh no, I have two more figures, I'm sorry. Ta-da! Did you expect anything less? When I'm telling you, I love him. That's baby girl. What is this though? It's Bun Presto. It's a Bandai figure. Yeah, Bandai Spirits. It's this one. I don't know. That's what he looks like. Any other Mahito fans out there, and I'm not just like, oh, he makes a good villain, but I hate him so much and I want him dead. I don't mean that, even though like totally fair and assessment, because anyone who says he's not a good villain, you're wrong. Anyone who dislikes him, okay, I completely get it. Anyone who hates him, I get it. But if you say he's a bad villain, like, you can hate a villain and think he's a good villain, you know what I mean? Is there anyone else out there who likes him, who looks forward to him being on screen, even though he might kill off some of your other faves? That's what I'm talking about. Is there anyone like that? Look at his bare torso. Oh my god. I just always have so much fun with him. The stakes are high, and he's a blast on screen. I just have so much fun with Mahito. Very simple to put together. Yes, let's go. So this, trying to get it to focus, this is what he looks like. Ah, I love it. I love this. So that's kind of what his face looks like. I love this. This is cool. I mean, like I said, the basis of Banpresto Bandai figures is what it is, but I really like his design, the flowiness of the fabric. It is very true to what Mahito looks like, so I appreciate that, even though my camera does not want to focus on him specifically. Like, it's kind of focused, but it's more focused on his hand than his face. Most of you probably are not interested in having a Mahito figure anyway. So that's why I was wondering, I'm like, is there anyone else who just likes him? Anyway, even though none of you are interested probably, I have another one. And this one, these screen tags, if you ever get something from Japan and it has a screen tag, that means it was a prize item, like it came from one of those machines. So can't really take them off. I mean, maybe you can, but it would be very difficult. It's a decent face. At least it has some kind of design on it. So this figure is Taito? It's a prize figure, that's all I really know. You can, I'm pretty sure these ones are easy to find if you Google search, just like Mahito figure. Another one of those, just click. Easy peasy. This one, he's not as in action as the other one, so I wanted to have a little variety. With figures right now, since I'm still kind of new to anime and manga, I'm kind of starting with, you know, cheaper figures because I still like how they look and stuff, but I'm scared to drop like $400 on one figure, $300 on one figure. So I'm trying to wait until I have one specific figure that I know I really, really want. But anyway, here he is. So this one, he's got the kind of the foot up. So I like, see, like, this is what I mean. I like to have different kinds of, even like whether it be acrylic stands or figures. Like we got static and dynamic, you know, just different vibes. So I like that. But yeah, I really like those. Very happy to have them. All right, so that, let me just double check. I believe that's everything for the figures. I think I just have 2 things left to show you, so I'm gonna clear off the desk and we'll get those up here. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. There are 2 boxes here. One of them I know exactly what's inside and one of them I don't. But I guess let's start with the one I don't know what's inside. This one. What's in here? Are they figures? Oh, what is this? Hold on, I genuinely don't remember this. This is like a shit ton of figures. Oh, that's right. Yes, okay. So I got a set of JJK figures and I totally forgot. Oh, how funny. So that technically, I guess those were not the last figures. These are the last figures. Okay. So obviously they are not brand new and they have no boxes. I think they might be just the Bandai figures, but they're of different characters. All right, so this is obviously Yuji. Love him. So I really like how he's posed in this one. Here he is. It's pretty self-explanatory. I like it. I like this one. I really wanted to get a little bit more of Yuji besides just a couple of like the keychains I had because I really do like him. So I wanted to get this set that had him. Then we have the man himself, Gojo. This one is giving me a little Uncanny Valley, but that's okay because you can barely see his face. This one's very simple. The outfit, the stance. It reminds me of the season 2, part 2, the Shibuya opener, the opening credits for some reason. That part where he has like, even though he's done this before, like he's lifted up, but that's just like what it instantly reminds me of. And we got Inumaki. And once again, I love when he's got his collar open and when he's using his, wait, something looks off here. It doesn't look as weird off camera, but doesn't his mouth look kind of weird on camera? It almost is giving, I don't have, what is that called? Trypophobia? I don't have that, but I feel like someone who does would not like to see his mouth on camera. It doesn't look that weird in person. It looks really weird on camera. But yeah, this is him. Like I said, I always like to see him using his cursed speech. Can we please get more of it? Give us more. Damn. But yeah, that's him. I got nervous because I didn't see this sword in the packaging at first, and I thought he was missing it and he was just gonna be stuck like this. So we have Yuta, which, I mean, you can kind of not see his face as well. Here, let me take out the sword before I break it, just to show you his face. This one's kind of cool. But I like that him and Yuta are both using their abilities. And I mean, I guess technically so is Yuji. So now I think those are all of the figures, because I know what's in this last box. So let's get to that. Okay, so this is the last box. It's not all gonna fit in the frame, but this actually isn't like figures or anything. This is a manga series that is not available in the States, in English, and I don't think ever will be. I mean, I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it happening. But this was my first ever manga series, full manga series that I read. I've read plenty of manhwa, but I had not read manga. And I read this online. It is a really hard read. I've always been into like darker stuff, and this, I don't remember how I stumbled upon it, but I just started reading it and then I couldn't stop. And I have never in my life heard anyone talk about this. I don't think I've ever seen it even on like manga YouTube, manga TikTok, whatever. I mean, I'm sure maybe somebody's talked about it, but I just haven't seen it. I just wanted the physical copies too, because I love the art, and it is an older manga series. So, you know what? I'm going to get these out and then we'll talk about it. This is a manga series called A Cruel God Reigns. I believe it was published from 1992 to 2001. There are, how many? 17 volumes. I think it's considered josei, and I think it was in a magazine called Petite Flowers before it became just the magazine Flowers. That's where it was published originally. And this was my first ever manga series, which is kind of crazy. It was only like a few years ago that I read this, but it was my first full manga series that I read. Like I said, I read it online. There are no official English translations out, but you can find it online. I wish that this would be published in the West, but I just don't see it happening. It doesn't have the popularity, and the content of these is extremely dark. Definitely, if you're at all looking into reading this, ever look at just look at the trigger warnings. It has almost every trigger warning you can think of, but the art in these, I'm not going to show too much. But the art in these, I'm trying to find like a good, or you know what, I'll overlay some pictures because I do have some stuff just saved because I really like it. But I love the art. The way that this story is told is, in my opinion, beautiful. The metaphor and allegory in this is beautiful. The imagery is stunning. Yeah, if you're ever down for some like darker content, like I said, look at the triggers, and if you feel like you can still read it, I would really highly recommend looking into this. No one ever talks about it, but let me show you what they look like, each volume. This is Jeremy. He's the main character. This is volume 1. This is a really cool cover. Oh yeah, if I didn't say what the genre was, it is a psychological thriller. And kind of tragedy and a few things mixed in. Wow, the imagery is so nice. This is actually my first time looking at the covers too. Oh, that's a great cover. I mean, all of these are really good, but. So, like I said, this is mostly, I would say, psychological thriller. What's this? I don't know what that is. But they have, I'll show you the inside covers while I talk. What do you call it? BL elements, particularly later on in the series. If you read it, you'll know what I mean, that this series is essentially kind of cut in half by a certain event. And there are some BL elements in the second half, but the overall story is beautiful. The way it's told, it's a really great, just kind of sweeping story with a lot of different characters and interesting characters. And it almost like, I remember it stuck with me for a really long time after I first read it. And to this day, I think it might be my favorite series just because I just love how it was done. I mean, first of all, it is just special to me because it was my first manga, but I love how it was handled, how it was done. There are some things that I want to like scream to some characters. Like most of the characters in this series, save for like maybe the main character, are like dickheads in their own way. Either in their own way or completely. Like at best, they're extremely questionable. At worst, they're like some of the worst people you'll ever read about, except for the main character, in my opinion. But like at the same time, they're very interesting characters. It's very like everyone is very layered and complex. I can't give away too much without spoiling it. Although it's interesting, if you look up this manga, oh, that's really good. Yeah, that's perfect for this volume. If you look up this manga online and read the synopsis, and even at the beginning of the story, it kind of starts with the scene that's a flash forward and it kind of spoils it. So like, you know what's happening. So I knew what was like, what the middle big event that happened was gonna be. As I was reading it, I think most people do. If I'm not, I'm trying to remember, I'm pretty sure the first scene does kind of tell you. But I'm curious what reading this would be like if you have absolutely no idea what was gonna happen towards the middle. But yeah, it's just, oh my God, there's beautiful, like look at that art. Oh. There's like art everywhere. It's like this page and this page. Wow, that's good too. But like that's the kind of art I'm talking about. Like, I don't know, I could go over this all day. If you're not interested in this, you can feel free to leave because this is the last thing there is in the haul. That is so beautiful. Mostly, even though it does have those BL elements, it is psychological. Like a psychological, I guess here it says it's psychological suspense, which is true. It's a suspense. It's also like a thriller. It also has like horror elements, but not like monster horror. That's why I would consider it more like psychological horror. It does give very much psychological horror. Like there are some points of it where you're like, is this, it's very bleak. It's a very bleak series. Not every second of it is bleak, but I would say about 90 to 95% of it is very, very bleak. But I might just do a video on this one day because I don't ever hear anyone talking about it. I mean, like I said, I'm sure somebody has. I haven't gone out and searched for it, but I've never just casually while watching a video or listening to somebody talk about manga heard anybody ever talk about this series. So, oh my God, I'm so excited to have it physically. But yeah, I could wax poetic about this series. I want to do a video on it for sure. I'm super excited, like I said, to have these physically. So that is this, A Cruel God Reigns. I'm so excited. Besides like obvious yellowing because of age, like these are in very good condition. I'm surprised. I'm very happy with these. But yeah, so that is A Cruel God Reigns, and that is everything that I got in this massive Ryukyu haul.